Incredible. Knowledgeable. Trust Zia Abbas.
Buy low and sell high with Zia Abbas.
Hi viewers, I'm Zia Abbas and you are watching Buy Low and Sell High. Today first we are meeting Salman and we can discuss with Salman about this hot property scenario going on where these buyers are putting firm offers on multiple offers way above asking. And then the second guest is Tosin. Tosin Bello is a real estate agent in commercial section at World Class, and we can discuss with Tosin about his success story. And the last interview would be Azizali Kanjee. Azizali is VP Operations with Realty Point, a very unique and experienced individual. We can speak to him a lot. Let's go and speak to Salman.
Buy low and sell high with Zia Abbas.
Viewers, I'm sitting with Salman Arif from Mortgage Alliance, and today we're going to talk about this hot real estate market, what's going on, and what sort of difficulties mortgage brokers would have for these kind of deals. Hi Salman, how are you?
I'm good, Zia. How are you?
Welcome on board.
Thank you.
Before I start my topic, what do you think about the logo behind you?
Well, it's beautiful. So I would like to have a picture with you after this shoot.
Yeah,
TV
no,
shoot.
definitely. We love like,
That's
this
nice.
brand, Realty Point is doing so well.
I'm thinking to have something like this for me as well.
Oh, definitely. Just consult us. We can explain you how to brand things, right?
I know that.
It is very important, to discuss today's real estate. It's on fire. It's quite hot, and these listings are going on a multiple offers.
That's right.
And sometimes these multiple offers, insane. It's going so high.
Right.
So there's a lot of if buts, question, concerns that how the appraisal value can be justified. And when you guys put application together for these kind of deals, which is already firmed, right? Can you discuss your challenges with the viewers?
Well, there are challenges for clients, basically. It's a very good question, and I will explain it in a little bit so people or the viewer or the followers you have will have better idea that how to start and where to start from. When we have a firm offer on any property, and the firm offer means you give the deposit and it's full and final. You don't have 5 business days for financing waiver, either inspection, right?
Yes.
Now, it's basically all depending on how do you structure the deal. How in that knowledge as a mortgage broker you have and you're structuring the deal. Sometimes client has no idea because they're as a layman, has no clue where to start, where to finish. They just bring you their documentation to you and you are the one who is structuring the deal. Now instead they are going to banks. In banks, they have to remember they are not structuring the deal. They are just filling out the information on the application. So they have no clue. Why? Because banks has only few products which is related to that bank only.
Exactly.
As compared to us, we are the brokers and we can see much deeper that this deal has to go to this bank. On top of that, what client has perception in their mind based on that particular property they are buying. How long they're going to keep the property, how long they need to upgrade that property after, and what are their incomes,
Yes.
what is the credit guidelines, and the down payment, and where the down payment is sitting. There are hundreds of questions bank will ask. So I tell to my clients in the first meeting that based on the scenario we discussed for the last 5 minutes or 10 minutes, I can tell you exactly, I can write it down exactly that after the commitment will come, the mortgage commitment based on the conditions, what will be the conditions from the banks exactly. They will ask this, and that comes based on experience. That's so many number of deals we have done in the past. So we know exactly where the client is standing right now and how to structure the deal. Because when the information has passed to any lender or any bank, or if it's not a conventional mortgage, if it's a high ratio mortgage, the deal has to go to default insurance. And when the information has passed on to them already, there is nothing you can do. We cannot change it. Now the options for clients is to go to B lender or private lender. and nobody will going to like that because of the terms and condition and the interest rate and everything.
So structuring a deal is basically, it's a one-way traffic.
You
can't come back.
It's a
That's
major,
number one.
yeah.
Second thing is a mortgage broker should be highly creative
That's
in
right.
order to structure the deal.
That's
and
right.
that's where lots of these people, like, or say potential buyers, they go from a broker channel rather than direct going to the bank.
They should actually. They should. We can see, or we are seeing so many different cases and so many different experience that clients are coming after the bank to us. They're saying that we went to bank and bank said no, they process the application, they check your credit, they pass on their information to different places, and then they're saying that no, your GDS or your TDS is high and you cannot qualify. Now, they are basically giving us something broken and they want us to fix it as it was never broken in the first place.
I guess in today's competitive market,
Right,
multiple offers, these buyers or their agents, they know ahead of time that offer presentation is, say, example, 5 days from now, 4 days from now.
Right.
So would you recommend, and I believe I would highly recommend, if they can come to you or to any mortgage broker, who they're working with, they have to go and at least they align their stuff, right, prior to putting an offer. So they know where they stand and how there might be a really good creative tip from you guys.
That is something really beautiful you said just now. If they come to us prior to putting the offer, we will have better idea that where they're standing as of today, and we can tell them that these are your options. So if they're putting a firm offer, they will have something in their mind that what kind of interest rate they're getting and what kind of terms and conditions they're getting. On top of that, interest rate, we have talked about that before, that interest rate is not everything. People are thinking that to have the lower interest rate is everything. It's not, and we will talk about this in detail for the future
so interest
episodes.
rate, interest rate might be one of the factors only.
But it's not everything. There are so many things where client will lose money at the end without knowing that how they are losing the money.
Great. Salman, thank you very much. Definitely
welcome.
we'll
Thank
continue.
you.
Viewers, as you've seen, Salman's always give a really good advice ahead of time, doing your due diligence homework prior to going into a multiple offer. In fact, firm offer is always good to see him in person. We'll go on a quick break. Stay with us.
Buy low and sell high with Zia Abbas.
Do you have credit card that is weighing you down? Does your home need renovation? Whatever the reason, there has never been a better time to take advantage of the equity in your home. With the rates at an all-time low, you can save thousands by lowering your interest rate and consolidate in your high-interest credit card. Mortgage professionals at Team Salman can do this for you. Call us or visit us today at www.teamsalman.com. We deliver mortgages.
ABN is a full-service boutique accounting firm. ABN can provide you with a range of financial and advisory services that can help create, build, and protect value. See beyond the numbers. CPAs can do so much more.
One name stands apart in the real estate world: Zia Abbas.
Abrahams LLP. We provide services in corporate law, civil litigation, and real estate.
We are lawyers to Toronto's entrepreneur.
Buy low and sell high with Zia Abbas.
Viewers, I'm sitting with Tosin Bello, Tosin is a real estate sales representative with World Class Realty Point. And the good thing about Tosin is, A, he's young, he's below 30, and on top of that, the energy he has, the eye and vision he has, he is implementing all of them in a world of commercial real estate, not only in residential. There's a lot to talk to him from his management background, lots of other things. Tosin, how are you?
I'm very well. How are you doing?
Not bad. Welcome on board.
Thank you.
Quite young, but in a very young stage of your career, you did quite really good stuff, like, you know, in commercial transactions, in a pre-construction, in the management part as well. I know you own a company which is a turnkey management. It's a one-stop shopping.
Yes.
If somebody wants to manage, if they want to hire a company to manage their portfolio, such as commercial buildings, such as office buildings, such as retail, such as condominiums, as well as student housing as well. We can come to that section later on. But tell us about yourself, how you do things different than other realtors.
The main things is that I focus heavily on exclusive listings.
Okay.
I focus on listings that are not on MLS. If a developer is looking for a specific property in a specific area, I go out, I seek out that opportunity for the developer. It could be 5 adjacent properties, or it could be 2 adjacent buildings. Whatever it is, nothing's too big or too small. At the end of the day, the common denominator is people and individuals, right? And speaking with people and being able to represent my clients and bridge the gap between their expectation and my clients' needs is what I'm good at doing.
How easy it is to get those high-end listings, especially in commercial real estate?
It's who you're dealing with. Sometimes one of the biggest fears people have of leaving is leaving their business, leaving their retail. Where do they go? Where's their next step? Yeah, they may be interested in selling, but if they live in a certain area, they're accustomed to a certain area, a developer comes, wants to do an infill lot or do a subdivision, they say, where do I go? So who's the person? I'm the person who comes in and gets to assess what their need is. Sit down with them, find out what they're looking for, and help them to find an alternative situation and to get them best value for their property, and for the developer to come in and get to actually put into practice their vision.
Perfect. Turnkey management.
Yes.
What you would be able to tell all audience about your turnkey operation?
Okay. Turnkey management is exactly like it sounds.
Yes.
You leave it to us and we take care of the rest.
Yes.
With turnkey management, we do anything from student housing, individual investment properties, office buildings, condo buildings, pre-construction leasing. So, for example, let's say you buy 2 condo units in a new pre-construction site, and you're living in Toronto. These properties are in Waterloo or Kitchener, or somewhere that you're not able to oversee it. Through turnkey management, we will be able to lease your space, make sure that your rent is collected on time, make sure you have quality tenants. We have a history of over 8 years of dealing with all different types of tenants.
So it's easy to handle.
Exactly.
Quickly, before I wrap, you joined World Class Realty Point.
Yes.
What was the reason?
The reason I joined World Class Realty Point is because I wanted to work with the best. Right? When you have been the top real estate agent in the world for RE/MAX in 2011 and 2012, top in Canada for the past 7 years, and I wanted to work alongside the best, and I wanted to learn and to also provide the best value as you have over several years.
Did you get all those elements which you were looking in any particular brokerage? Did you manage to get those in World Class?
One of the things that I really admire about you is the fact that when I give you a call, you always pick up. You're very accessible, you're very friendly, and you're there to provide the mentorship that's needed. And one of the things that I've been very, very, very surprised about is the speed at which you're able to do that. not only for mentorship, but also to align other agents together and to facilitate their learning.
No, definitely, yeah. It's very important. Like, then you have to, if you have ability to deal multiple tasks in today's competitive market, that's where your achievement is there, that's where your success is. But once again, thank you very much. Viewers, Tosin, you have seen energy while him talking, and that energy he is implementing and he is using on the actual war battle, on the actual ground when he sells, buys, and he gets a listing in real estate. We'll go to the next segment. Stay with us.
Buy low and sell high with Zia Abbas.
Hi viewers, I'm sitting with Azizali Kanjee, VP Operations for Realty Point, my mentor, and I learned a lot from Aziz in the world of real estate. It would be a pleasure to have him on this show, and we have a lot of discussion. If you really want to get lots of experience in the next 5 to 6 minutes, listen us carefully. Aziz, how are you?
Good, thank you, Zia. Thanks for having me at the show.
Thank you very much. It's always a pleasure and honor to have you. And first of all, I would like to thank you for accepting our offer, being VP Operations for Realty Point. Mashallah, you have such experience, vast experience, knowledge in world of real estate, 40 years plus. And it would be a great addition for us, for the organization, for myself, as I learned a lot from you. Initially, when we offered you this designation as a VP Operations for Realty Point, what was the reason you accepted?
Zia, thank you again for that question. It was a very interesting offer that was made to me. It was not an expected offer. It came as a surprise. But what was interesting for this opportunity was that with my experience and your experience in the business, you have, as we all know, Zia, been one of the top salespeople in the world for one of your previous companies.
Yes.
And you have been very, very successful in setting up Realty Point and the sister companies. And with your experience and knowledge and your contacts and my little bit of experience, as you mentioned, I've been in the business for a little while, 40 years.
Wow.
With that together, I think we can certainly make a mark in this industry.
No, that's great. When you say a little bit 40 years, then I said to myself, where I was 40 years ago, right? No, great value. And together we definitely take this flagship up to a different plateau, up to a different level. Where you see Realty Point franchise vision and direction, and as well as sister companies, sister brokerages, where we have at this point in time about 12 to 13?
Today, we look at the real estate market and we see a lot of prominent names in the business.
Yes.
But one of the most exciting things that we have today at Realty Point, Zia, is where we can accommodate all types of brokers to get into business for themselves. We can help them get into the business of selling real estate without having to worry about the back office of the company, of their companies. And I think with what we have to offer them, and with what we know in the marketplace, with your experience, my experience, and our background team that we have, I think we can grow this company to a very different level. There isn't another company with this kind of a philosophy in the marketplace today.
No, definitely, very well said. Aziz, also, if we can go back to your educational background, especially in the world of real estate, can you just tell us a little bit, what sort of first of all, to be quite honest, there might be anything left which you never dealt with.
Yes.
So, what is this all about?
Well, I've been very fortunate, having been in this business from the ground up. This was my first career in Canada 41 years ago, approximately. And I started with selling hospitality real estate, hotels. Very specifically, I was in the hospitality real estate business, and subsequently grew into other kinds of commercial real estate, shopping centers, apartment buildings, plazas, nursing homes, and other types of properties. In fact, I've even sold a hospital
Wow.
in Ontario.
Okay.
But over the years, one of the important things that I believe is continuous education.
Okay.
And I continue to develop myself in the real estate field, and I currently hold several designations in real estate, one of which is the Fellow of the Real Estate Institute of Canada.
Okay.
This is with a lot of experience and a lot of education that you achieve this designation from the Real Estate Institute of Canada. Additionally, I have a designation for Certified Business Counselor from the Association of Certified Business Counselors in the US.
Okay.
This is formalized education and advanced education in buying and selling and improving businesses.
Okay.
And doing mergers and acquisitions. Additionally, I have the designation of the Certified International Property Specialist. This is a designation offered by the National Association of Realtors in the United States. I am a certified international instructor for NAR.
Okay.
And I am currently the first and only CIPS instructor in Canada for the National Association of Realtors. This is a course pertaining to international real estate on how to do business internationally.
Yes.
And how to deal with international buyers and sellers in Canada. And it is a very coveted designation. There are only approximately 2,500 CIPs around the world.
No, that's great.
And in addition to that, I'm an accredited mortgage professional.
Okay.
I have also got other designations in real estate pertaining to business, and I am a certified real estate instructor, and I'm an instructor for the Ontario Real Estate Association for the licensing courses.
Wonderful.
So I teach the commercial real estate courses,
Yeah.
as well as the brokerage courses.
Great.
For the association. I am also a director at large for the Ontario Real Estate Association. I was previously the commercial director for the organization as well. And I've also previously been the president of the Oakville, Milton, and District Real Estate Board.
Wonderful.
So I have been involved in organized real estate for many, many years of my career. And I've worked with companies such as the former Royal LePage Commercial, which was now the new Cushman Wakefield.
Yeah.
And I've also worked for other international real estate firms before I opened my own brokerage and started in a different direction.
Great. I believe the designations which you just share with us in the last minute or two, I guess there's a lot of hard workmanship behind it from last 40, 41 years. When we went into industry to find the best individual from this industry, we never found someone other than Azizali. And I think it's a great honor for us, for Realty Point, for the entire team, for me, for everyone. We all can learn from you on day-to-day basis. Once again, thank you very much for joining us. Viewers, as you have seen, Azizali, a great personality, despite of having so much education, so much experience, a really great person, a humble person, a good brother, where we can learn a lot from him. And for realtors who are watching us, your ultimate goal has to be World Class Realty Point if you are a real estate agent. And if you are planning to start your own brokerage, Realty Point is the best brokerage module for you. Come meet us in person, and then we'll further discuss. We'll go on a quick break. Stay with us.
Buy low and sell high with Zia Abbas.
Hi, I'm Zia Abbas, the president and owner of Realty Point franchise. I invite you to make this year the year you become the boss for yourself through real estate ownership. Our brokerage franchises pay low per transaction fee to have access to office space, deal administrative, meeting space, all at no additional cost. Top producing brokers can save thousands of dollars in annual income taxes through brokerage ownership. Isn't it time you added owner, president, and broker of record to your own accomplishment? Call me with the confidence.
Welcome to 1215 York Mills at the Ravine. Tower 1 offers modern 1, 2, and 3-bedroom suites from the mid-200s. Own from $1235 per month, free parking included. Next to the Don Valley Parkway, close to Fairview Mall, shops of Don Mills, schools, and parks. Limited time offer, 8% interest on your deposit or up to $15,000 in upgrades. Presentation Center and Model Suite, 1213 York Mills Road. Call 416-850-2489 or visit theravine.ca.
ABN is a full-service boutique accounting firm. ABN can provide you with a range of financial and advisory services that can help create, build, and protect value. See beyond the numbers. CPAs can do so much more.
Abrahams LLP. We provide services in corporate law, civil litigation, and real estate.
We are lawyers to Toronto's entrepreneur.
Buy low and sell high with Zia Abbas.
Viewers, it's time to wrap the program. Time was tight, but we had a great discussion with all three individuals. Salman, give you guys heads up about what you should do in order to put an offer. Definitely go meet them ahead of time. And Tosin, his previous experience from the management, if you really want to take his services from a key management portion, or say in commercial, by all means, give him a call. And Azizali, as he spoke all about his designations and education and experience, it would be definitely a great honor for all of us to have Azizali as a part of a Realty Point as a VP operation. Keep writing us. Tell us what else you want us to add in this program, Buy Low and Sell High with Zia Abbas. I'll see all of you next week. Stay blessed and bye.
Buy low and sell